Hey folks, this video is about the area model of multiplication, or as I like to call it, the box method. This is my first video how-to, so wish me luck. Alright, so the area model, or the box method. It's a great way to tackle problems that might seem complicated at first. Let's use 14 times 8 as an example. Now, I could use an old standby like counting up to solve this problem. I could count up by 14 8 times, but come on, let's be honest, that takes so much time. If you want something faster and easier, then the box method is for you. To use this method, start by drawing a rectangle. Now, label the rectangle with the problem you want to solve. I'll write the dimensions 14 and 8. Now I could go ahead and try to draw in all the little lines to make this a real grid. If I did, I would have 14 rows and 8 columns and then I could just count up all the little squares and get my answer. But really, who wants to do that? That'd be crazy. Instead, I'm just going to imagine that all those little lines are there and leave the rectangle nice and empty. Because the beauty of this method, the box method, is that by looking at our multiplication problem like a rectangle, I can easily imagine splitting it up so that that ugly 14 times 8 problem becomes smaller, much easier mini problems. Like look, instead of dealing with this one big rectangle 14 times 8, I can separate it into two smaller rectangles. I'll draw a line here, and now I have created an 8 by 10 rectangle and an 8 by 4 rectangle. Together, these two smaller rectangles still take up the same amount of space as the big one, but I have a feeling they'll be much easier to work with. If I just find the area of those two smaller rectangles, I can add them together to get the area of the much bigger rectangle, and there we go, I have the answer to the problem. So let's see. The area of the first one is simply 8 times 10, which equals 80. That was easy. And now the area of the other, the dimensions are 8 and 4, so 8 times 4 equals 32. Now if I kind of zoom my view back out, I can see that to answer the original problem, 14 times 8, all I need to do is add together those two little rectangles. 80 plus 32 equals 112. Done. Here, let's look at a second example without all the commentary. If I wanted to do